on a disk floating through space with a tiny sun.
What's up, heathens? How y'all doing? Tonight we are here for another debate between Fight the Flat Earth and 33 UC. I hope that I said that right. So we're going to be discussing more flat Earth topics. Last night's debate was not so cohesive. So Fight the Flat Earth got some moderators in here, me at least right now, and then we'll have Team Skeptic in here in a little bit. But what we're going to do tonight is just an open discussion. I'm going to be here to keep both parties in check. So, guys, I don't know who wants to start off first, but y'all just go ahead and take the floor. I will stay out of it unless I'm needed to interject.
Okay. Oh, I just muted myself one sec. Okay, well, I'll go first. I've got 10 minutes of stuff ready to present evidence for the shape of the Earth. I'll just start a 10-minute countdown, and I don't even know if I need all of the 10 minutes, but one sec. Okay, stopwatch, start. Hear me okay? Oh, right, everyone hear me right? Everyone hear me right?
Yeah, but you're sounding super, super sexy right now.
Oh, is it doing that again? All right, 2 secs, I'm just going to reset my mic because it's being funny. Is that better?
Yes.
Right, okay, cool.
You no longer sound all deep and sexy.
I don't know why my mic does that sometimes. It's like weird. Right, anyway, so yeah, the shape of the Earth. It's quite obviously and observably round. I'll present a few evidences. One of the first things I'm going to present it was done by Slice Barkane a couple of years ago. Basically, what he did was a repeat of the Aristophanes experiment, which measured the circumference of the planet using shadows. Now, let me just get this lined up. FTFE present. And I will show you the video that he did. Desktop capture, right. Now, where did I put that? I had this all prepared and now I've lost it all. Bear with me.
We can go back to last night's where we left off. If you want to explain to everybody, how is it that someone's sitting on the moon?
Wait.
Remember,
dude. This is my 10 minutes. All right. So this 10 minutes, you listen.
You're wasting it.
Right, sorry, I've got it. I've got it now. So it's all good. Right. Okay. Here we go. Right.
Unreal. Unbelievable.
Right. So in this experiment, Slice Barkane actually.
Okay, hold on. Listen. 33 UC. While he's presenting something, can you please just be quiet or mute or something like that? I get it if you want to like.
Try, but what are we showing cartoons for? Let's talk reality.
No.
Fairy tale then.
Okay.
No. Listen. 33 UC. You need to be quiet. Otherwise, you're going to be muted.
Well, you know what? I just don't want to waste my time. You know, if you guys are going to talk about CGI,
this is my 10 minutes, and then you've got your 10 minutes, right?
That looks like it's from
anyway, okay. So here's what happened. This isn't CGI, right? What happened was Slice Barkane asked a bunch of people around the world to give their data points based on taking angles from the sun at their solar noon. All right, so these are all real data points that Slice Barkane got people to, get. And if you watch the whole video, which I can link in the description, it shows individually everyone's data points. And what he did was he took all these data points and he programmed them onto a flat plane. All right. So this is real world, not CGI or imagination. This is real world data points that actual people, real people, gathered. Okay. And then these were plotted onto this as though it was a flat plane. And what you can see as the flat plane shows that there is no particular place that the sun would be, which means that the sun can't be small and local, because if the Earth was flat, all these data points would show the sun in conflicting places. However, when he then programs those data points onto a globe, this is what happens. Okay, so I'll just speed that up a bit. Here we go. It's exactly the same data points onto the same locations as if it was flat and a globe. And what you end up with is one direction that the sun is coming from. One single direction far, far away. Showing that the Earth cannot be flat, because those observations that were gathered by real people around the planet showed that there is no way that the sun could be small and local. All the details are within the video. Now, here's an interesting thing. I'm repeating that observation, but on a much larger scale, with, at the moment, over 1,700 people are going to be involved with the data points, and we're going to see what we get when we program it both onto a flat model and a globe model. Right, so there's my first evidence that the Earth is, in fact, a globe. Now let me get my next one ready. I've still got 6 minutes. Right. So let me get to my next one. Right.
Okay.
Now, Red's Rhetoric. He lives in Florida, Tampa Bay. Okay. So when Red's Rhetoric was in Tampa Bay in Florida, he decided to go and do what flat earthers have been asking him to do for a long time, and that is to film Curvature. So this is the image that Red's Rhetoric took. Okay.
Okay.
And now what he did was he compared this image to when the water wasn't there, so it was taken a bit closer up. Okay. And he superimposed the buildings on top of each other. And what you see is that for some reason, when he's further away, half of the buildings are underwater. And what you can see is there's no distortions, there's no like issues with like things getting compressed, whatever, because the buildings are exactly the same height. And it just shows that when you're further away, several miles like Red's Rhetoric was, there is in fact a curvature to the planet that is blocking your line of sight from things that are further away. And again, that's an observation that anyone can go and do themselves. This isn't some secret CGI trick. This is just Red's Rhetoric standing on the shore of Tampa Bay. All right, that's my second proof. All right, here is my next evidence, if you bear me 1 second. Where was it? Oh, no, wrong one. Sorry, I've got, on here is Rainier. There we go. Right. So this is Mount Rainier. And what you see here is the mountain creating a shadow on the underside of clouds. Now, if the Earth was flat and the sun is constantly above us, there is no physical way that the sun could cast a shadow on the underside of clouds that the sun is apparently above. It's just physically impossible for that to ever happen. That picture there is impossible on a flat Earth. Shows something that could only happen if the Earth was spherical and rotating away from the source of light, which, as Slice Parkane's observations showed, is definitely not small and local. Granted, Slice Parkane's observations don't confirm that it's 93 million miles away, but it does confirm that it is definitely not small and local. And this is another observation that shows that the sun could not be small and local. I've got 3 minutes left. I think I'll just do one more. Bear with me. Okay. So now, one of my favorite things that happens is when flat earthers actually themselves
you're seeing through
prove the curve.
Hole,
so we're just going to watch this for a second.
And seeing the light at the backboard, or at 17 feet off the water. The Earth is flat. If he's holding it up at 23 feet high and we're seeing the light, well, that's because the Earth's curved. So I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique. You're going to hold the light there. Enrique, how high is your light?
17 feet.
I mean, it's his. We don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting. Interesting there.
So I'm going to stop there. I'm actually left with 2 minutes, but that is my evidence for the shape of the Earth. Now you get your 10 minutes now, but I'll just quickly load some of those things into the software so that you get a fair 10 minutes, and you just tell me what you want put up, okay? Now you've sent me a bunch of links. Is there any particular link you would like to start with?
Well, before we even get going there, and before my time starts,
Yeah.
I think that you should give me a fair chance to go over, how you were squirming out of last night's debate before we get moving on the 10 minutes.
No, we can
If
get
you
to
could
that.
just hold-
We can get to that in
Okay,
the
well,
open
just
discussion
listen.
at the end.
It'll be very quick. It'll be under 1 minute. Just get that glow back out.
No, we can
Take
go
the
over
smirk
that
off
in
your-
the, we can go over that in the
Take the
open
smirk
discussion
off
because
your
I've
face.
actually prepared
Hold the
something
globe
special
out.
for that. All right, that doesn't even
Okay,
need the
hold it-
globe.
hold
All
it-
right. So your 10
hold the globe.
minutes will be starting as soon as you tell me which
Why are
link you would
afraid
first
to
light
pull
up.
that glow back
I'm
out?
not,
'Cause
because
you've got
we can have that discussion in
nothing
the open
to
discussion.
offer.
Right now it's your 10 minutes, dude. So what link do you want up first?
I just love how you don't want to revisit that. That's a brutal
Hey,
one for you.
we can
That
do it.
one's-
We can do it in the
that's
open
a-
discussion.
Okay.
All right, which link would you like first?
We'll circle back to the wagon. I know it's
Okay, yeah, we'll circle back to it. But what link would you like up first, and then we'll start your 10 minutes.
We'll circle back to that. All right. So let's get to the numbers, and then we'll circle back.
Okay.
My name is 33. You see, as you can tell, and there's going to be a lot of coincidences. I'd like you to explain away, if you could, intelligently, and just interject anytime you want to talk. You want to talk about it. You want to explain to the viewers.
Well,
How
I'm
many
going to let
times
you have your 10
somebody-
minutes. I'm going to try not to interrupt. I'm just going to let you have your 10
No,
minutes,
please,
and then we can
please
go over
do.
that after.
Listen to interrupt anytime you want. We'll start with some of the links if you want to start uploading
Yep.
them.
Which one would you like first?
We'll start with some obvious ones. Let's look at the runway that they use at JFK, the launching pad at JFK, the runway that they use at the JFK
Is
Space
that
Center,
the Wikipedia link you've sent me? Yeah.
where it says, "Yep, runway 33." Bring that up
Okay.
for the viewers so they
One
so they
sec.
can
I'll
see
get that up
first,
now.
first and foremost. Let's start with something very basic, very simple.
All right. That'll be the bottom link. So, okay. Oh, why is that not displaying?
Hope this doesn't chew into my 10 minutes. I want all
No.
10 minutes.
I'm going to make sure you get it.
I got my stopwatch out for you.
Why did it not?
I know how you're trying to control me tonight. It's not going to happen. We're going to circle back to that globe later too.
Yeah.
with the nail
Sorry,
clippers.
I'm just trying to get that link you've sent me. Doesn't seem to load. Let me try.
Don't forget about that.
30.
Keep thinking about how you're going to worm out of that later.
Runway 33. Though. Right, I'll just get that up from there. That's better. Right, I'm not starting your
And if
10
the
minutes. I'm not starting your 10 minutes until
If the
this first
moderator
proof's up.
wants
Okay.
If the moderator wants to jump in and answer that at any time, I'd be welcome to hear his take on how that all works.
Right. Okay. Your 10 minutes can start now.
I'm sure he's got something to say. Okay. Show the audience what runway that they take off from. We're going to show you how the 33 is no coincidence. These are numbers that are used by the Freemasons, the people that make this garbage up that you believe is reality. Fairy tale land. Fantasy world. You're the mayor of Fantasyland. And we're going to show the viewers. Just show them quickly. Just brush through it. We don't have to get into details. Show them where it takes off.
It's up now.
from
It's
33.
showing. That's what's
Just
showing
show
to
them.
the
Point
audience.
it out. Highlight it. I don't have control of the computer.
Well, I can just show
You
the
can
pic.
just
I can just show the
them.
picture.
Just basically verify for the viewers what I'm saying isn't something I'm just pulling out of thin air. Show them, and then we'll move on to the next one. Because I can bring them all day.
Okay.
And we're going to show the viewers how this ties in.
What is it
and
you
we're
want me
gonna-
to show
and-
them?
and-
I've got the picture of runway 33 up. What is it you want me to show them?
Show them. Okay, so you're verifying with me that they take off from runway 33, right? Do you
Okay.
concur? Do you want to argue that point or no? Can you argue it? I mean, that would be kind of silly, right, to argue that? You can see it there, right? I didn't make that up. You with me?
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is your proof that you're flat, so carry on.
Yep. We're going to get there, okay? We're going to show you that these numbers that they put in these stories and in these locations on these runway pads, they all tie together, okay? There's no coincidences like this, okay? Just like the miracle on the Hudson where you think that all these people just landed with Sully Sullenberger, and then there was 33 FAA, regulations that came about like the next week, right? That's no coincidence. No one lands on the Hudson because of bird strikes, but we'll get back to that later. So let's move on to the next link. Let's go to 33 years later. Challenger's son.
All right, we're not going to go into stuff about the Challenger, are we?
Okay, forget. Okay, you know what? We'll just say this. They highlighted the story 33 years later with the son of one of the crew members. Just so happens to be that they did a story 33 years later. We'll move on. Let's just say that it's right there. The link is there. Anyone that wants to verify it, they can type it in themselves.
Right, I'll make sure all your links are put in the description.
Okay. Now let's go to Buzz Aldrin. How much did Buzz Aldrin spend on his moon mission, on his apparent moon mission that you think that he went, played some golf, did a little dune buggy riding, and then came home? How much do you think he spent on that trip? It was $33.31. It's there. He's on a talk show talking about it. It's in print. It's on 1,000 links, different media sites. You can check it for yourself.
Okay, I'll just put that up for the audience to see.
Okay.
One sec.
So another coincidence that the 33 just happens to pop up in just a,
Sorry, wrong one. My bad.
Very specific part of a mission.
View.
Then do you know what the Kármán line is?
Yes.
Okay, where does that start? Do you know?
I'd have to look up the exact numbers right now.
Do you want to pull the link up that I gave you?
Yeah, one sec. I'm just trying to get up your I'm just trying to get up
your
Buzz link right now. Yeah, I'm just getting up your Buzz link for you right now.
I know. This is the problem, but the viewers don't understand.
There we go. Right. Okay. So yeah, there's your Buzz link. Everyone's seeing Buzz now.
Yeah. Why don't you put the sound on for him so they can hear what he's saying? And it's funny. See where it says there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere? This is what he says in his little cartoon movies.
Right, let everyone just listen to that then.
That's talking about you.
Government transportation, government meals, government quarters. So my travel reimbursement was $33, but it was for a rental car.
Okay, lovely.
I think that's okay. So is that another coincidence or no?
I'm not really interested. I'm waiting for some evidence that the Earth is flat.
I'm just wondering, do you think that number just keeps popping up in all your moon missions, all your stories, all your space stuff? Like, for example, let's just keep moving to see how many times that keeps popping up. Let's talk about the Kármán line. Explain to your viewers what the Kármán line supposedly is. Right? That's where space supposedly starts, right? All right?
Okay,
pull it up.
I'm just
I
getting
left
up
the link there for you.
Oh, you actually gave me a link for the Kármán line. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Kármán line.
Oh, is that the second one? The Wikipedia.
I gave you the Wikipedia link.
So yeah, you're asking me to just keep going to a bunch of Wikipedia links.
Where does it start?
Fantastic.
Okay, 33. Look, man, you're really getting on my nerves with how persistent and how much of an kind of an asshole you're being with this. He's being perfectly transparent with you. He's trying to give you the information. He's trying to present what you want to present. Can you please stop badgering him? Hey, 33, quit badgering him. That's all I'm asking you to do, okay, bud?
He's playing stupid. He's playing stupid.
No, he's not playing stupid.
He knows the deal.
So it's the Kármán line is 330,000 feet.
Wow, is that another coincidence? That the 33 just popped up right there again? Let's just move on. We'll keep moving to see how many times this is just going to keep popping up.
Okay, you've
how
got
odd that is, right?
2.5 minutes left of your 10 minutes.
Okay, 2.5 more minutes. Let's see how many more 33s we can fit in there for you guys, for all you coincidence theorists out there. As my friend Russian would allude to, talking about you zombies that are out there that think this is reality. It's pathetic.
Okay.
I'm so sick of hearing you guys talk about it.
All right, so
people come on here, they don't know what they're talking about. You guys try and take advantage of that? It's sick.
Have you got any more evidence you want me to present?
Yeah. Let's talk about Buzz Aldrin's mom's maiden name. Do you know what it supposedly was?
Not offhand. No.
It was Mrs. Moon. I sent you the link, the New York Times link, just in case you want to put that up for the viewers.
Mrs. Moon.
I also sent you a link of Jim Carrey on the Tonight Show laughing with Jay Leno at how much of a fish story the moon mission hoax was and how the people are actually believing it. I linked that up in case your viewers want to see it.
I'm just getting up.
In case any of the brain dead zombies are interested.
Okay, so...
Hey, what up, guys?
Welcome, Team Skeptic. We've got about 1 minute left of this guy's proof, which so far has been numbers are popping up in places.
I just want to know, how do these numbers keep popping up? Do you think it's by chance? Do you think that maybe these numbers are just made up? Do you think that people are really going into what you call space, or do you think space is just between your two ears?
Okay, you've got about 30 seconds of your time to present evidence left.
Yeah, well, you don't bring up anything. I gave you.
I'm putting everything up on the screen. Everything that you've asked me to put up on the, I put up on the screen within a few seconds.
Well, but I gave you 12 links, 13, 14, 15 links.
Yeah, I mean, you've had your.
Okay, let's bring up. Don Patet. Don Patet.
Don Patet. Right. All right. We'll make this your last one then. Which link
very
was that?
bottom link. Pull him up and put that up there for the viewers.
Which link was that? I don't see one that says Don Patet.
Very bottom link.
Oh, YouTube.
Type in Google. Don Patet.
Okay.
Don Patet. Why you don't go back to
Copy
the moon.
link address.
I'm sure you've seen it.
You know this. Give me 1 second. I'll get that in there.
It's just crazy that you play so stupid when it comes down to real information.
There's no such thing as a perfect writer. This is why I really to check my work.
If I'm putting commas in the wrong...
Right. So this is a minute and a half video. We'll just let this play if you want, and then that can be the end of your evidence.
In a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology. And it's a painful process to build it back again. The only limit to human future is in our own imagination.
Groovy music.
Human future is in our own imagination.
You have stolen my spirit completely. It's such a rush. You relieve my mind, make me feel so fine.
You guys are awfully quiet today.
Yeah, I'm letting you have your 10 minutes because that's how a conversation works.
You know what? Just end my 10 minutes. I don't care. I just want to hear what you're going to say.
Cool.
Let's see what you got. I don't even care.
So
at this point, you're not putting up any of the links I send you. You don't talk about.
Except I've put everything up that you've sent me. Right.
Apparently, Israel just went to the moon and left a 33-foot mark on the moon when their lunar lander crashed and burned the other day. Just so happened to be a 33-foot lunar landing crash.
So I'll tell you what. I'll give you the opportunity first to respond to any of the evidence that I brought up. And now, at this point, you literally only talk about the evidence that I presented. Nothing else, just the evidence that I presented, and then I'll do the same for you. So the 10 minutes that I gave for the evidences that I presented.
Aldrin's mother's maiden
I didn't mention Buzz Aldrin. I didn't mention Buzz Aldrin.
That's insane if you guys believe this. It's really incredible.
So you said that you would come here and have a conversation tonight, so let's stick to the
rules. I am,
but
you don't pull up any of the stuff that I'm talking about.
Right. So
you don't want to talk about how Freemasonry ties into all this fake garbage that you're trying to push.
Right. Let me try and explain this to you with small words or something. This is your time.
Yeah, bring on the small words.
This is your time to refute the evidences that I brought up. Remember that at the beginning when I presented all those things that were evidence of the shape of the Earth? This is your chance to rebut that. Can you do that?
Where do you see a curve? Can you show us?
I did, yeah.
Where? That computer graphic you brought up?
No, the Tampa Bay observation showed the curve quite nicely.
You think that a Red's Rhetoric's one photo, some guy that you're friends with, is going to prove to me and your couple followers?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is.
Water ball.
It doesn't matter who it is. That is what you ask for.
Let's just get back. Let's keep it really basic for the viewers, so that we don't get anybody confused. Can you pull out that spinning water ball that you had last night, the one that looks like behind your head? Is there a reason you won't pull that out?
I mean, that I didn't bring up any of that. I'm waiting for you to rebut any of the evidences that I presented. I'm going to show you in the most simplest way possible. Right, pull out that water ball. One sec. I am literally just putting on slow mode for the chat, and then I'll get my thing out for you. All right. I'm not being rude, guys. I'm getting out.
And just to clarify, before you even pull that little water ball out, right? Here's what you have to understand. Yeah, so you don't get lost and you don't try and confuse the viewers.
Here we go again.
Pretend I am on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
I am Mrs. Moon, Buzz Aldrin's mother. Her maiden name, again. Mrs. Moon. Let's pretend I am Mrs. Moon now. Okay? I got dropped off by my son when he played a little golf. He left me here. He had a few too many drinks. He dropped me off. I didn't talk about the moon once in my actual. Okay, but let's just talk about it for a second. I'm sitting here on the moon. I'm hanging out. Mrs. Moon was left here having a couple glasses of wine. She's waiting for her son to come back, who left her there. She's looking back at the moon. She sees Mr. Aldrin at the North Pole with that cute little toy you have. If you want to bring it closer to the camera so the viewers can see.
It's a bug.
And so the viewers know. So the viewers know we would be Mrs. Moon on the moon. The camera.
How big do you think people are?
Listen to me. Time out. Don't interrupt me. Mrs. Moon would be seeing exactly what we are looking at right now. Okay. Don't start moving it around now that we're getting down to the nitty-gritty.
There we go.
Now that Mrs. Moon is looking at this picture and she's looking at the globe, the spinning water ball. And she sees her son in the North Pole flying all the way down to the South Pole. She's going to watch him land upside down. Yes or no?
Relative to her, it's going to appear upside down, but directions
aren't
relative.
That is impossible.
No, it's not. Do you want to know why it's not impossible?
No. Okay.
Then why don't we have a picture of it? Why don't we turn the Hubble around?
Okay. Let me respond to that with this question for you.
That would be an epic photo.
I would like you to get me a listen. One sec. I would like you to get me a photo of an ant from the top of the Empire State Building. Can you do that?
I want to hear what the moderator. Oh, hell, I want to hear what the moderator's got to say. It sounds like he's got.
Yeah. Okay, you're not going to like what I have to say. First off, 33. You need to allow. Hey. You need to allow him to finish. When you ask him a question and he starts answering it, you don't just jump right in to rebutting whatever he's saying. Yeah, no, shut the fuck up right now. You understand me?
Hey, don't be rude.
Shut the fuck up right now. Do you know how a conversation works? I'm talking. When I stop, you talk. Do you understand how a conversation works?
Let's see what you got, pal.
All right, okay, so you say it's impossible.
Hold on. Let's hear from the moderator. No. I want to hear from the moderator. He sounds like he's got something to offer.
The moderator.
My role here is to keep you on track. My role here is to keep you on track, okay? Learn to have a conversation, 33. 33, you still don't know how to have a conversation, man. I'm still talking right here. I'm talking. So while I'm talking, you do not talk. Like, I don't know what exactly happened to you to where you forgot how to have a conversation, but apparently that has happened. Okay? Do you know how to have a conversation?
I'm trying to.
Do you know how to have a conversation?
I'm trying to find out if you know what you're talking about.
No. Do you know how to have a conversation? First off, we need to lay this ground right here. I didn't think that we needed to. Do you know how to have a conversation?
Yeah. All right, let's go back.
Okay, then practice that right now.
Okay. Right. I'm going to respond. You said it's impossible. Okay. And again, as last night, this is why it isn't impossible.
Gravity, you fucking retard! Gravity! Have you ever heard of fucking gravity? Gravity! Gravity!
circling back to
There we
that
go.
little gift right when you realize you're trapped.
Because that
You've got
answers your
nothing to
question.
offer.
Yeah, that
It
answers your
doesn't
question.
answer my question. Are you telling me that? So wait, for the chat to be clear, are you telling me that that is happening? That
Yep.
in reality, Mrs. Moon is looking back at Earth with all these structures and different places.
No,
and
because the
countries
Earth is
all
massive and
upside down.
space is even bigger.
So that means that people are upside down or are not upside down. Clarify for everybody.
No, they're not, because down is towards the center of the Earth, as we did last
But
night.
didn't we just prove that a second ago? You just
You're
said
boring.
they would be. They would appear to be that way.
Is this your entire argument, that things will look upside down because you don't understand frames of reference? Actually, let me ask you that question. Do you know what a frame of reference is?
I do.
Explain it to me.
What you can't get past
Explain it to me.
is that what you can't get past is that oceans don't float upside down in a spinning water ball. You know
No,
what?
they don't. They
For
are
example,
relative
just
to the
as an
gravity.
example.
Hold on. Before we continue, 33, you need to explain to us what a frame of reference is.
I'll show you a frame of reference. Ready? Take that water ball. Hold it up.
Oh my God.
Okay. Well, don't ask me for a frame of reference over and over. I'm trying to tell you guys.
No.
how
We
silly
actually,
you guys sound.
the technical question is explain what a frame of reference is.
Fight the Flat Earth. What's your name? What do you go by? I don't even know
Fight.
what you go by, pal. Fight. Okay, Mr. Fight. Why don't you pick up that drink that you had a second ago?
My pineapple aid.
Without that glass, what would happen with the liquid inside? Would it spill over the floor?
How is this? No. Hold on, Craig. Or Fight.
What's
Don't
holding
answer
your
that.
oceans in, guys?
No.
You think?
Hold on.
You think
This is not
they're just floating in a ball?
reference.
That's insane.
33.
You guys have lost
33.
Why do you
33.
think they tell you this
33.
stuff when you're babies, when you're kids?
If I chant 33 times, will Mr. 33 appear behind me?
I've muted him for a second.
Okay, 33.
Oh God.
You
He's so
need to
boring.
define for us what a frame of reference is. Not show and tell with Fight, but an actual frame of reference. So just tell us definition. You can Google it. I don't care. Google frame of reference, read the definition.
So what is a frame of reference, 33?
Are you cheerleaders ready? Okay. A frame of reference, very simply speaking, I'm going to show you. If you hold up that globe that you have, I would be Mrs. Moon. My frame of reference would be looking at the globe, right, as it's spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, and the oceans are sticking to it somehow. And my sun is flying from the North Pole and landing at the bottom of the spinning water ball that's spinning at bullet speed. That would be my frame of reference. That's the part where people are losing you. They don't understand what you're talking about.
Okay. So let's get to a firm base here.
You don't answer how that's possible. Why we don't have a photo of that? Why Lyman?
No. We're not moving on. We're not moving on from this point. Okay. So first off, Fight. Can you
photo of it? Why hasn't that happened?
Okay, so you're muted, 33, because you won't fucking stop talking, okay? So frame of reference as defined as just a simple Google search. The literal Google search is defined frame of reference, okay? And for this particular context, we're talking about a system of geometric axes in relation to which measurements of size, position, or motion can be made. That is a frame of reference. So since you can't define it, now you know more than you did like 5 minutes ago. So that is a frame of reference. Please continue.
Okay, ready, guys? I have a quick question. You guys are Neil deGrasse Tyson fans or no?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with anything?
Doesn't matter.
Do you guys follow
Just
Neil deGrasse
ask your
Tyson?
dumbass question.
No, hey, what is this little troll?
Just ask the question.
What is that, a Lego guy? What's
No,
this
you're
Lego
boring.
guy talking?
Ask the question.
Yes, this is
Ask
a
the
man made of
question.
Lego.
Okay, the question is, do you follow Neil deGrasse Tyson?
I speak to him every now
He
and
doesn't
then.
have
Do you
anything
think
to do with
he's
the
a
shape of
lead?
the
Do you
earth.
think he's a leading? Is he a leading astronomer? Do you believe what he says? Do you think that he knows
No.
about the shape of the Earth?
I don't think he's a
No?
leading astronomer. He's an astrophysicist.
Yeah, and a
Is he
science
leading
communicator.
Is he a leading astrophysicist?
He's an astrophysicist.
No, he's not even a leading astrophysicist. He's an astrophysicist that also happens to be a representative that speaks to the public. People recognize him. He knows what he's talking about. Is he on the forefront of any major discoveries? No, probably not. No, probably not, because he spends his time educating idiots like you.
So he doesn't know what he's talking about, or he does know what he's talking about?
Well, he's an astrophysicist.
Hell yeah,
so,
he knows what he's talking about.
Okay, so he said that he thinks that the shape of the Earth. Not he thinks. He knows the shape of the Earth.
He's going to say pear. Is he going?
Right? Giggle all you want. Is that what he says?
Oh my goodness me! Right.
Hey, Mr. Moderator, who hasn't said a word. Is that what he says?
I'm not the one technically having this debate, so I'm allowing you guys to have the discussion.
Because why these clowns giggle? Is that what he said? Yes or no?
Oh, okay. So you'll
That's
allow
what
the
I'm saying. How
moderators
else
to
is it a
speak.
conversation?
Okay, yeah,
You
sure.
guys
No.
are
I was
denying
stepping out of it.
what
Hold on.
happened.
I was staying out of it. I'll answer that pear-shaped question for you. Okay. On the galactic scale, the sphere, the Earth is a perfect sphere. Shrink it down to the size of a cue ball, and it meets the standards within like 0.01% of what a perfect cue ball is, as defined by the Billiards Association of the World, or whatever the standard they have. So it can be pear-shaped, it can be whatever it wants, because it has valleys and it has places. This is information that you can get on. If you're gonna, oh my God! So you're gonna deny my fucking observations and telling you this is what it is. This is what he said. Yes, it does have imperfections in it, but on a galactic scale, it's more perfect of a sphere than a cue ball. Do you understand that concept? Whether it's pear-shaped or not.
I want to know.
Wow.
Do you
by an idiot? No, we're not getting cornered by you.
That it's a pear-shaped.
We're laughing.
Hold on. I gotta know. 33. Are you this insufferable in person because you cannot have a conversation? Yes. You do not understand the fact that you need to shut up when somebody else is talking.
I would get bullied around by guys like you who don't know what you're talking about.
We're not trying to bully you, man. No, we're not trying to bully you. If there's any bullying going on,
me and Godless Engine.
Shut the fuck up while somebody's talking.
Me and Godless Engineer were both being quiet when you said you wanted our opinion on this. So you asked for the opinion. Don't act like you're not fucking asking, that you don't want to accept our opinion after asking for it. So shut up.
I don't want your opinion. I want you to bring facts to the
You asked for it, you dipshit.
Right. Let me settle this for you. Like 33. Right.
You guys are saying you see the curve. I want to know where it is, because if you guys find it, you're going to be rich.
Right. 33. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, you see those two circles? Yeah.
Oh, God.
You see those? Do you see those two circles that I've drawn?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
What do you got? Yeah.
One of them is an oblate spheroid. Can you tell which one?
Oh, this is what you're gonna go. Wait a minute. This is what you're going with, because he said.
Can you tell which one is an oblate spheroid?
I will give you the quote. More like pear-shaped.
Can you answer my question? It's a simple question.
A pear is not a geometric shape. A pear is not a geometric shape, dipshit.
It's a simple question.
A pear is, if he said an apple or if he said a banana, that's not a geometric shape.
Okay. Right. 33. Simple question. Which one of those is an oblate spheroid? Which one?
Both look pretty circular to me.
Well, you're wrong, because the one on the right is actually an oblate spheroid by about a pixel. And you know what? That is more of a deformation than the Earth has with its pear-shapedness. When Neil said it is more pear-shaped, he was using hyperbole. He was exaggerating it so that morons like you might be able to grasp a basic concept. Now, when you actually look at the shape of the planet, it is slightly wider at the bottom, but slightly means micro-fucking-scopic. And what I have drawn there is an accurate representation of the oblateness of our planet. Next, please.
Can I correct you on something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I fight the flat earth?
Yep.
Listen, listen, shut up, little kid. I'm going to fight the flat earth. He said that when Neil deGrasse Tyson says it's like a pear shape, he's speaking to morons like you. No, I'm disagreeing with him. That is meant for 12-year-old children, okay? Not childish adults. All right? It's not fucking meant for people like you. People like you are fucking hopeless.
Okay, fair enough. You think you know everything, pal, but you
know I'm right. You know I'm right.
You think oceans are just
Craig,
spinning.
sorry for correcting you on that.
No, absolutely. I apologize to all 12-year-olds.
All right, Mr. Lego, why don't you tell us about the Tesla car that went into space?
Now, have you actually rebutted any of my points?
With the shape of the Earth.
I know,
Wait. Okay. Hold on, guys. Hold on. 33. Hold on. There has like the only arguments that you have brought is 33 numerology. Can you please give us another piece of proof, like maybe something that even kind of borderlines on scientific or observational?
Just like your 9/11 fake terror event that happened, right?
Let's not go there.
Let's not go into that. Let's not go into that. That's not what this stream is about.
Can I go into that? Hey, 33. Can I ask you a simple question? Can I ask you a simple question? It's not even. You can answer it. The answer. I want you to I want you to answer the question. Listen. I want you to answer the question with. I want you to answer the question with either not 33 or 33. How many wheels were on the Tesla? How many bearings were in on the car and the wheel wells? I'm sorry, not the wheel wells, the axles. How many wheels were on the Tesla? Just say 33 or not 33, okay? How many wheels were on the Tesla?
That went into space?
Not 33, okay. How many rockets were on the ship that sent it into space? Not 33, okay. How many axles were on the car? Oh, not 33. How many windshields were on the car? Not 33. That's funny. How many times are we going to get a not 33 answer before you concoct some bullshit, cockamamie fucking story about how you put together something that comes out to 33? Nobody gives a fuck about your delusions, dude. You have a great math up until the number 33. I imagine you're spectacular. Above 33, you just done. You don't even count above 33.
$33 to go to the moon.
Okay,
and you think his mom made a name was Mrs. Moon.
Okay. Let me hold on. Let me reword this again.
Sorry, I had to mute.
33. Can you please give us some kind of evidence, because these guys have answered your questions. Now it's time for us to ask you questions, like please explain like why you think the Earth is flat or anything like that. That doesn't include the Masonic number or whatever, because you've already presented that. Could you please present some other kind of evidence?
I'm still muted?
No. Answer the question now.
The zoo animal can speak now?
I don't know. I think some animals are.
But go ahead.
Yes, this is how you have a conversation. Somebody talks and then you get to talk. This is basic conversation skills. So go ahead.
Hold up the little zoo wand that you guys usually have. If you're going to control me like that, listen. It's not hard, guys, to figure out. When you just Google "space is fake," there is so much evidence. You can go for days with laughter.
Give us one.
I would say the best person, if you want to listen to anything regarding space, reality, would be Russian vids.
Just out of curiosity, how many times has Russian vids? Just out of curiosity, how many times has Russian vids been to space? How many times? Oh, 0. That's right.
He's got the best material when it comes to getting a reality sandwich, a truth sandwich.
Do you know that Russian Vids is going to delete his channel?
If you guys want fairy tales and you guys want to keep believing in fairy tale space, then go to NASA. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
But if you guys want
33.
You can go to OGD TV. He's got pretty good stuff.
33. Pointing towards Russian vids is not an argument for there not being any kind of space. Can you please provide one piece of evidence against
information on
space?
I
don't care what Russian vids has. Please,
because last time he came on here, he embarrassed you guys. He embarrassed you guys.
No, Russian Vince has only embarrassed himself. Can you please point to one? Give us one particular argument from Russian Vince. I really don't give a fuck.
I can't believe you guys still come on this show after he embarrassed you that bad.
we literally proved to him the curvature of the Earth live. It was beautiful.
Oh yeah, what did you do? You showed him beyond the curve?
Yeah.
You guys,
we actually fucking we live. We did it live
33.
With rhetoric.
Lego, can you explain to me why we don't have a picture of the upside down globe? Why doesn't it happen?
You want to see a picture of the upside down globe? Well, funny enough, in 1972. Right.
It's like a really dumbass question.
Right, dude. Now, I'm going to respond to your question. You need to stop talking for 30 seconds, okay? All right? An upside-down picture of the globe. No problem. In 1972, when Eugene Kerman took the picture of the Earth, which is now known as the Blue Marble, when that picture was originally brought back, it was upside down because they were upside down.
Is that a composite?
No, it was a picture. It was a 100% picture taken from a what was the name of the camera? It was, I can't even remember the name of the camera. All right, no worries. 2 secs.
I mean, because you guys talk so much.
It was taken with a Hasselblad camera with an 80mm film. So
a what? An 8mm film?
Okay. Hold on. 33. I really just need one particular piece of evidence that space is fake. Can you please provide one, or can you move to a different subject?
Why do you think it's real?
No. That's not the question that was asked. The question that was asked is, what evidence do you have that it's fake?
That's like me saying, that's like me making up a completely new made-up universe and then telling you, tell me why it's fake, man. Tell me why it's fake, my made-up universe.
No. It's actually not.
Talk about fairy tale, man. When you're talking about fairy tales and then you want me to debunk the fairy tale, it's very hard to explain to people that your fairy tale is a fairy tale.
Listen. 33.
Play games with you,
33.
Man. I'm an adult. I'm not a child.
33.
An adult? Wow.
What you're saying does not make sense at all. That particular analogy falls flat on its face. So what we need to hear from you is evidence that contradicts the current consensus that space is real and space is there. So that's the current consensus. It is not. It's not comparable to like a universe or anything like that. What you need to do is provide counter evidence that actually shows how the consensus is wrong. Okay.
So you think we have cameras powerful enough to zoom in? Like you guys see all these movies where they zoom in and they drop
you're like
bombs.
ADHD had a baby with Asperger's.
Wow.
Look at the screen. Look at the screen.
Look, to make fun of people with that.
Not really. My son's got ADHD and Asperger's, so I've got a pretty good reference point.
You're blessed enough not to have that, but I mean, to go to that level is pretty sad, pal.
No, it's an accurate representation of what's happening here. Now, you asked for the picture of the You asked for a picture of the 1972 Blue Marble, did you not?
It's pretty sick, man.
You asked for it. You asked for that picture, did you not?
The blue,
there you go, right in front of you. That is not a composite. That is one single picture taken by Eugene Kerman using a Hasselblad camera with an 80mm film. All right, there, right in front of you. What you've been asking for?
You think that somebody left Earth, snapped a Polaroid photo?
No, it was not a Polaroid. I don't think Polaroids were around.
Wait, I want to know, why can't we go back to the moon? Why is Don Patet a NASA astronaut saying that we can't go back?
Do you live under a rock? Do you not see what's happening right now? 2024. NASA have quite publicly fucking declared that that's what they're doing. Now, if they don't, by 2024, maybe you might have some kind of argument. But do you think that NASA are going... Do you think... Well, actually, the current timeline would put people on Mars in about 2030, but what we're doing first is trying to get a staging base on the moon.
It was 2033.
I said about 2030, did I not?
Right. Well, you said about because you didn't want to say it was 2033 and go.
Right. Now stop avoiding the question.
Which is what I'm getting to, pal.
Right.
It's all by the numbers. Russian covers that.
Okay, cool.
Way better than I'm ever going to cover it tonight.
So when
anybody wants to learn about it, just go.
Why come on here then?
During
some of the
33.
some of the
Why come on here?
best work
If
on
you're not
YouTube.
actually going to provide any kind of evidence, why come on here? Is he muted?
Sorry, I've unmuted him. Sorry. Yep. Sorry. Yeah. Why you haven't presented any evidence yet? You've just said 33 a bunch of times. You've literally just said 33 a bunch of times.
I don't know where you muted me. Why did you mute me?
Can I ask a question?
Because that's how conversation works. If the moderator is talking, you shut up.
I was bringing up RV, so he didn't like that. He doesn't
No,
like
I mean,
no. It's not that we don't like
the more people that figure out the game.
Right, Team Skeptic wants to ask, dude. Team Skeptic wants to ask you a question. Can you use your 2 ears and listen for 30 seconds instead of your 1 mouth?
Okay. All right.
All right.
What evidence do you have that Russian vids is not wrong?
Because every single thing
have you proved for yourself?
Am I muted or no?
Go ahead.
No.
I didn't think you heard me. No, I didn't think you heard me.
No, I hear you, Lego. Listen, everything he's ever said, I've checked out. I haven't been able to find one thing he's ever said that's misleading me, misguided me. I checked him like a dog. Can't find one thing he's ever misguided me on. I was looking for a reason.
Oh, okay, good. Can you give us one particular thing that he said?
Wrong. I haven't seen one thing he sent me or seen or I've ever seen him post. That's
all right. Here you go. All right, 33. Let me tell you a little story about Russian vids. 1 sec, all right? Okay. Now, me and Russian vids have a deal. Me and right. 1 sec. Shush. Me and Russian vids have a deal.
Listen, I've got nothing.
Dude, let me speak. Let me speak. Let me speak.
I will. I'm just telling you so the viewers know.
Yeah.
I don't know this
now
guy.
stop talking. Stop. Just stop.
Good.
Stop. Thank you. Right. Okay. So me and Russian vids have a deal, right? He is going to come and watch one of the rocket launches with Gred's Rhetoric, right? And if he films this himself and watches the rockets go up and come back down, he will delete his channel and say that SpaceX and NASA are legit. If he does that, is he still right?
I will back him up. I will.
Everyone hear that? Everyone hear that?
I will.
100%. There we go.
You'll never hear about me.
Cool.
I'll never grace the internet again.
Excellent. Love it.
What I want to say is that how do you know that Russian vids is not lying to you or wrong, and you just don't have the means to prove him wrong? So everywhere you look, he's right in your eyes, but he's still wrong.
It's the same thing with space, man.
Because you're basically saying that everything NASA puts out is a lie, right?
I'll take his words. You have to use very good discernment to understand the bigger game that's happening out there. The game is being played.
You don't under frames of reference. Bro, you don't understand frames of reference. How are you in any way equipped to critically think and discern what is right and is not right when you fail to even explain the most basic concepts of science?
That's what it's for. Let me tell you something.
That's not an answer. That's not an answer.
All right, let's get back on track. All right, 33.
Use it, man.
33. Let's get back on track. 33. 33. Stop. Let's get back on track, right? I'm going to present you with another evidence that the Earth isn't flat. Are you ready? Are you ready? Right? We're having a conversation. Here's my evidence the Earth isn't flat. This picture proves 100% the Earth isn't flat. Please tell me how that picture does not prove the Earth isn't flat. Go.
Tell me how it does. I don't understand what.
Right? It shows that there's a curvature because what you have there is 2 boats. You can see the curvature right in front of you, right? The curvature, you can see the curvature because one boat is behind the curvature. They are 2 boats that are the same. However, one is behind the curvature. Now, please tell me how that doesn't explain and show that there is curvature to the planet. Please. I would love to hear it.
I should now change everything I've learned, everything I've seen.
No, I'm asking you to tell me how that doesn't explain it.
Right. I'm going to tell you. I'm supposed to negate all the numbers, all the 33.
I don't care about all that right now. I want you to refer to that one bit of evidence that I've just shown you. Focus on just that one thing.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm supposed to negate.
Yeah, I don't care about all that. I don't care. I couldn't give 2 shits about all that. How does this picture not show that the Earth is round?
All he is saying is, please explain this. He's saying, please explain this. Not saying we're expecting you to give up. Shut up and listen for a second. He's not saying he's not.
He's a moderator.
I'm here because you're pulling the shit you're pulling right now. Now, here's what I'm saying. He is asking you a question to explain this picture from your point of view. We're not asking you to change anything right now. Just tell us why that one looks like it's behind a curve when it's really fucking not. Go.
The question is, do we know what that is behind there? Is that photoshopped? Whose picture?
How do you know that all of Russian vid stuff isn't manipulated?
Actually, that was directly taken by.
Here's what you can.
Dude, I'll answer your question if you stop talking. Stop talking for 30 seconds, and I will answer your question that you've just asked. All right, that picture is from somebody called. Stop talking. Stop. That picture is from somebody called Daz the cameraman, who is part of this community. He took it himself. That is directly where it's from. It's not Photoshop. Now, please explain how that does not show that the Earth is curved.
If you zoomed in on that boat in the back, would it reappear?
No, because cameras aren't magic.
Okay, so if I showed you video on the internet where boats disappear, but then when you zoom in, they reappear, you're going to tell me that that's not real.
I will say that the angular resolution of the boat you were looking at was too small to see, and what will happen is that boat has not dropped from the bottom, has not disappeared from the... Shut up.